Good afternoon, everybody. Manchester United facing Bilbao in the second round tomorrow at Old Trafford. We are here live to cover Ruben Amorim's press conference as per usual, joined by Alejandro Garnacho, according to reports. We have some also breaking news to share with the community, so please do not forget to get in early with your comments as we'll be covering Ruben Amorim's press conference live from Carrington in about 5 minutes. But guys, do me a massive favor. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Radio, let's get into the intro and let's prepare for Ruben Amorim's press conference live.
And Garnacho!
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Will you be in the dugouts at Old Trafford on Sunday? I will be here. Definitely.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go, people. That was Bruno Fernandes, and I do expect press digging into Ruben Amorim today, asking about the Al Hilal bid regarding Bruno Fernandes. There'll be some questions, but we do have also some breaking news. How is Athletic Bilbao gonna line up? We have some breaking news, people, and this is music to our ears. Are they serious? They are sitting fourth in the league, and are they seriously thinking to go to Old Trafford and commit harakiri suicide? Apparently not, because news are coming in that Inaki Williams, Nico Williams, and the main striker Sanchez are not in Atletico Bilbao's traveling squad to face Manchester United. Guys, this is significant. That means that they are not really taking this to sort of face the music on the 3-0 battle. Looks like they're more going to concentrate to finish off strong in the league and get Champions League in that manner. But however, the final is getting played at Bilbao, so of course there's always pride and glory to play at Old Trafford, at Bilbao Stadium. But 3-0 aggregate, it is too much. But here in this channel, we're going to cover the latest team news, who's available, who's going to line up. And of course, we've been hearing rumors that Alejandro Garnacho is going to join Ruben Amorim in about 5 minutes in the press conference. How are you all doing? How are you feeling? We are building up to the biggest game of the season, barring that we are sitting deeply shit in the Premier League. And we have 2 games to actually pride ourselves in glory, potentially win Europa League and get 100 million prize money and get into the transfer target this summer. Anyway, good up. Paul S is in the house. We are not letting go Euro for sure. We're not letting Euro go. Surely. No. Listen, we're going to talk about the latest transfer news as well. But listen, get involved in the comments. The more, the merrier. The more you comment, the more interaction we get. This is significant news that the Williams brothers are not part of the traveling squad. We knew about Sanchez as well, as he has a hamstring injury. So that means a weakened team. And we know that Atletico Bilbao are not they're not doing well when they travel. They're not scoring many goals. And there was reputed to be arguably the best La Liga defensive teams. And Man United managed to put 3 in the bag last week away at their home stadium. So this is Man United at home turf. This is going to be electric, where the crowd will be up for it. Bruno Fernandes is in good spirits, according to the training videos we've been seeing. We are definitely going to be accountable for own fate tomorrow. It's going to be a tough ask. I mean, all we have to do is sort of control the ball, right? We don't have to concede. We can lose the game with 1-0 and still qualify to the finals. But we want to sort of finish off strong. We are unbeaten in the Europa League, so we want to sort of win this game, in my opinion. So I would say that I will share my potential lineup for tomorrow later after this press conference. But I also want to hear from you guys. Who do you think should start? Should we rest some players because we have 3-0 up, or should we go for the choke? Should we go for the tap out like they do in WWE, MMA? Sorry. I certainly believe that we shouldn't start conservative. We are playing at home. We are definitely having the 3-goal cushion advantage. We should just go for the first 20 minutes and just score a goal, and we are 4-0 up, and then just relax. I would say so. But let me know what you think. Captain Bruno looks like he's in a good spirits, And the press conference is about to start, people. So we're going to dive in right into the press conference as soon as these commercials directly from Carrington. 100%. We are now confirming that Garnacho is next to Ruben. And will Ahmad start? Ahmad that scored a beautiful goal. Garnacho that is in form. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro turning back the prime Casemiro clock. And redemption for Ruben Amorim, that finishing potentially 14th in the league to actually win silverware. Right. There'll be something, wouldn't it be? But anyway, the press conference is about to start. Let's dive right into it, peeps. Let's dive right into it. Okay. Here we go. Whoa, live press is starting soon. They are waiting for Ruben and they're waiting for Garnacho. Live press conference very, very soon from Carrington, peeps. If you are new to this channel, please do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'm here with you, with the whole community in anticipation for tomorrow in the build-up. We are eager to hear what the press is going to ask him. We are definitely eager to hear Ruben Amorim getting the question regarding Bruno Fernandes' scandalous bid of 150 million for Captain Bruno. I don't think he's going to go anyway. I think that Ruben Amorim is adamant to keep Bruno, 100%. But however, if we don't win Europa League, if we don't go into the Champions League, there'll be different crocs, there'll be different money. Will the club be tempted to trigger that? But it's, of course, down to Bruno. I think that Bruno is such a character that he wants to win Champions League. He's not done yet. He wants to win silverware. But anyway, here we are. Bruno, Garnacho. Who was that? Big lead. No sound? Oh, no sound. Sorry about that. Now it's sound. Sorry about that. Just to recap.
Have you done anything differently in terms of the way you approach games, training? Because it's just been clear to everyone watching you how hardworking you are.
Yeah, obviously we know you have to work hard to be even in the squad. And then I just have to train well every day, and I will be available for all the games.
Big up, Ghana. Sorry about the sound, peeps.
Ruben, there's been a lot of speculation over the last 24, 48 hours about Bruno Fernandes.
I knew it.
And his future. Alejandro,
look at this smile.
Mentioned there's a lot of rumours around. What is your view of Bruno Fernandes and his importance to this team and this
ain't going nowhere,
not just for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but going forward?
I think it's easy to understand that, not just because of the numbers, but the way he plays, the importance that he has during his 5 years, I think, here, He's a top player. We need the top players. He's a leader. He's the captain. So he's really important. It's normal that there's a lot of clubs that want a player like Bruno, like Garnacho, like others, but we want to keep the best players. And Bruno is clearly one of the top players in the world. So
100%.
Our idea didn't change. We want Bruno here.
Can I just ask you, Alejandro, you're at the start of your career, you came in, played a lot of games, got a lot of positivity last year. This season you've been
Simon.
a struggling team. The managers come in and been fairly brutal in terms of some of the things that he said about the team. How has that gone down in the dressing room, and how is that for a young player to deal with?
Yeah, I think it's not easy when in middle of the season you change, for example, the manager and all the stuff. But in my mind, it's always try to work hard every day and try to show the manager in this case that I need to play, and this is the only thing I have to do.
Good answer.
Here of CBS. How many times have you watched the Athletic Club game, and does the result reflect what happened on the pitch, really?
I think I watched a lot of time, the first 30 minutes, and I forget the rest because you cannot prepare a game with 11 against 10, with 2-0 in that moment. So I watched, and I felt that again, I had the feeling that they were really intense. But most of the opportunities was a little bit our fault. We lost the possession. It was hard to find some place that they build up since the defense, the midfielders, the offense, and they create the chance. It was more like we have the ball, we lose the ball, we have problems. So we could show to the players that sometimes we have one idea that 30 minutes. With a lot of problems, and we try to describe slowly and to show to the players why we had that problem. So we watched quite a few times, and we showed to the players the simple moments to show why we had so many problems in the first 30 minutes.
Question for Alejandro, mate. You're one goal involvement away from matching Cristiano Ronaldo's record at this club when he was 21, 25 goal involvements in the Premier League. I just wondered what kind of example does that set to you? What parts of your game do you think you need to improve to keep going after you are?
But I'm not focused on the numbers. I think when Cristiano played here, it's a different football, a different type of games. I just try to help the team and try to win games. And obviously, misses chances and things like this. For example, we are training really hard. Me, Rasmus, all the strikers in the team. So I think we are improving, and we will try to do better.
Do you have this kind of conversation with Rasmus about when to pass the ball, when to you pass the ball yourself?
I speak. I speak with him a lot. We try to help each other, but sometimes it's from this side it's difficult, But we try hard. We train hard every game to try to all of these chances. For example, try to score more of them, and the team will improve if we score more goals.
Is the Lyon game a reminder that you can't take anything for granted? You're 2-0 up, unfortunately, came back, and does that show almost tomorrow night the biggest danger is not Athletic but yourselves? The chances of progressing.
It's everything together again. If you look at our team, we cannot control. We cannot say today what is going to happen. There are some teams in any league that can understand the game is going to be like this, can change a little bit, but the story is going to be like this, and we can control the narrative of the game. We cannot do that. So we have to face the game as one more game. We need to. 100%. I feel that we need to score.
100%.
To go to the next round. So that is clearly the way we are going to face the game again. And then we use some image, Brentford. We are near the draw, but we suffer a goal and suffer another goal. Quite fast. That can happen. That happened 4 times here in Manchester United. So we know that is going. We will have to suffer a little bit to go to the final. And we are ready to suffer, and we need to be better in the small details in this game.
Mentality. Do not concede.
It's hard to say, and sometimes it's not what kind of team we will be tomorrow. Sometimes even during the game, we are one team, something happened, and we lose our mind a little bit. So, but we are improving the way we play. We are more confident, and we are ready to face this challenge.
Ruben, I appreciate it's always about the collective and the team, but I know you played in a European final, the Europa League almost 11 years ago. But as a manager, this will be the first time you manage a European final if you can get United. That's on a personal level. How much would it mean to you as a managerial achievement to get there despite all this going on this season?
I think the meaning is you have to win it. As a manager, it's not like the same as a player. You want to play, you want to enjoy. When you are a manager, you have to win it, because if you lose in the final, it will hurt even more, especially in this kind of season.
I agree.
So we have to win it. But for that, we need to focus on the semi-final. So I think it's different from coach to a player. But we need to focus first in our semi-final, and then we'll think about the final.
And just a quick word on Athletic. They're travelling without Nico, Inoki, Williams and Sanchez as well. So how big of a blow could that be for them? Especially
they're not available.
It doesn't matter. For us, it doesn't matter. For us, it's the top team of Athletic. I understand that it's hard to play with key players. But for us, it doesn't matter. We need to go to the game. It's a final for us. So we need to go to the game and try to win the game.
Paul.
Hi, Ruben. Arsene Wenger was talking about the Europa League the other day. He said that UEFA should review the procedure for the
bullshit.
finals should go back into Europa League rather than Champions League. Is that something you disagree with? Because you obviously had to fight a long way.
Why change the rules?
I don't have nothing to. I just know the rules. If people want to change the rules, by all means. But
people.
These are the rules, and the rules are: if we win Europa League, we go to Champions League. So we follow just the rules. I don't.
100%.
I know that Champions League should be for the teams that are champion or the best teams on the league, but they find out this way of promoting this kind of competition.
It's an incentive.
So we just follow the rules and try to manage this end of the season with that. So we cannot go for by the Premier League. We follow the rules and go and try to go for the Europa League.
We'll take some from visiting media.
Yes, Jonas Gerdes, RTL Germany. Ruben, a few weeks ago, in a moment of big frustration, you labeled the team as maybe the worst one in club's history of Manchester United. From today's point of view, now being close to reaching the final, what do you think about this quote? Thank you.
I think you have to see the quotes in the moment, so things can change. And for me, in that moment, and if you look to Premier League, I think we are the worst. Since I arrived, we are the worst team in terms of the results in Premier League. That is my idea. In the end of this season, we can be the worst team in Premier League in history with a European title. So we will not change nothing. We know that this season was really disappointed for everybody. Nothing is going to change. So in that moment, sometimes I have to think a little bit more, but I felt that, and I still feel that this season was the worst in the, I don't know in history, but for sure in the last, 50 years, I don't know. I have no idea.
Thank you. Just one question to the player, because if a manager is talking like this, what's going on in your mind hearing this kind of quotes, and what's going on in the locker room?
In terms of what, sorry?
In terms of these drastic quotes, like being the worst team.
Yeah, we know we are not doing a great job in the Premier League, but the manager said before we follow the rules, and now we have for us it's a final. Tomorrow we're gonna face the game like if it's 0-0, and we'll try to win the game, not just the global. And yeah, then if we win the Europa League, we will be in the Champions League, and then we can face the next season with a better mentality and different way.
Okay, one then.
What do you expect from tomorrow night's game, Ruben?
Williams
And with the Williams brothers missing,
the idea of the team don't change. Of course, if you look at the game, Berenguer could play on the left. He's a different player from Nico. He's playing more inside, make a different movement. Jallo, I know quite well. Jallo could get in the team. He's quite similar in the way he moves with Iñaki. So, of course, Iñaki is a better player in this moment. He has experience. Sunset is a player that they don't have with that characteristics. He could play Gomez. Gomez is a left foot, could change the side. So I think the idea of Athletic will not change, but the characteristics of the players will change. And that is important for us to know, to understand better the game. So it's going to be a strong team with a strong identity, with some players that are not playing so much. And that's it. That happened in any team.
Okay, in the middle.
Alejandro. You know Pachi Alonso. I don't. You've been sending each other messages at all. What are you saying to each other? How are you sort of living the game, and what's he saying about the game tomorrow?
¿Español o en inglés?
It's up to you. You can.
No, sí, es un amigo de la familia.
He's a family friend, and we get on well. We've met up a few times. He's a fan of Bilbao and Athletic Bilbao, yeah. He said, congratulations on the first leg. He wrote to me and the win. And he said that he's going to come here with every intention and effort to try and make a comeback in the game tomorrow.
Alejandro, obviously United have a very big history of flying wingers going back many years. Since Ruben came in, the system, the formation has changed quite dramatically. How have you found the change, the adaptation to this new system, playing as like a number 10 and not an out-and-out
Good
winger?
question.
And do you think we can actually see your best in that position, or do you still very much see yourself as an out-and-out winger?
Yeah, I think it's difficult for everyone when and it's in the middle of the season when a new manager coming in and we change the formation, but we just need to follow the rules, and I'm trying to improve every day. Obviously, the manager knows the characteristics of the players. If you see the games, too many times I play, for example, wide on the wing, and the wing back is coming inside. So we will try to do, depends of the players we have, and yeah, I think we are improving as a team also.
Has it been hard, like mentally, tactically, as well as the game, to make that adaptation for you personally in the season? Have you found it a challenge?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit hard, but it's just the mentality, you know. I think the first two months, when I think November, December was very difficult for me. But yeah, my mentality is to keep working, to keep trying, and show to the manager and all the stuff that I have to play, and that's it.
We'll leave it there. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. That was the press conference, guys. And key takeaway, my apologies in the beginning that we didn't have any sound. That was my fault, to be honest. But there's a lot of key takeaway moments here where we can talk about the injuries. Aiden Heaven is training separately. We didn't get much from Matthias de Ligt. But in this game, the major breaking news, of course, is that the William brothers has not traveled together with the main striker Nacho. So they are traveling with a little bit of a weakened squad. And that means that Man United, according to the questions that Ruben was getting, are you going to treat this game as a final? And majority of these answers came out from Garnacho and Amorim to say, we need to sort of show the fans and the crowd that this is like a final for us. Like, you know, we need to sort of, we know our mentality. You know, we've seen this in the season before. We kind of drop down, and this is football. This is club competition. Anything could happen. You know, you can easily score 1-2-0 goal, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a very difficult situation. So Manchester United's mentality is to go out there earlier, to score a goal early. And I think that this is exactly what will be happening tomorrow. I feel a bit more confident. I feel a bit more relief. Garnacho was there to provide certain questions. And of course, the last question that was aimed at Garnacho is, how do you feel under a new system playing as a number 10 instead of a wide player? And he said, basically put his hand up to say that, listen, I struggled in November, December. And of course, it's not easy when a new manager comes in with a new system, a new philosophy. Everyone needs to adapt. But I think now, when we're looking at the team at we stand today, everyone seems to be grasping and working hard for the manager. I don't see the players down tooling on Ruben. It's just been Ruben hasn't had his personality available. There's been some injuries, but we have players coming back from injuries. And one of the key players that I see tomorrow is no other than, you know who I'm talking about, Amad Diallo and Garnacho. And Garnacho is in form at the moment. Bruno Fernandes is firing. Casemiro is turning back to his prime Casemiro. So I don't see this being a problem tomorrow. The only problem, the only obstacle in my mind, what I'm thinking, is their own mentality. So tomorrow we need to be switched on. Of course, we're playing at home turf. There was good questions regarding some journalists. I think it was Simon Stone that was fishing with Bruno Fernandes question, like, how important this is. And I think that Amorim nipped it in the bud. Amorim said, he's so important for my project. And but he didn't really deny about these rumors, didn't he? But at the end of the day, Bruno is such a professional. Bruno knows that he's the captain of this team. He's got maybe 3-4 years more to play. And I think that if you look at Fernandes, I think he wants to finish with a trophy, I think he wants to win shit. I don't think that he will go for money. He's got enough money, and he's more of a sporting, competitive person. We've seen his interview last time, when we actually won 3-0, and he said, well, I love playing under these atmospheres. Well, if you go to Saudi Al Hilal, you will not get this atmosphere. So money talks sometimes, but I don't think he's going anywhere. What do you guys think? Paul S is coming in to say, come on, United, 3 seasons, 3 trophies. And that would be insane, Paul. That'd be insane. There was another question which was asked by one of these journalists, that should they change the rules based on, this is Champions League. But this is the rules. This is the incentive. This has been there for a decade, right? Whoever wins Europa League gets into the Champions League. Why change the rules? What is the purpose then of playing Europa League? What is the winner getting? A trophy? Of course, you got to qualify into the Champions League. Just because it's Manchester United and Spurs at the moment, they're sitting like 14th, 15th in the league. People are now, pundits and experts are voicing out their opinion. They're saying this is not top competition. But excuse me, in my opinion, if it's going to be Champions League, that is only going to be then number 1 and number 2 in respective leagues. But they are even allowing people to finish 5th to join your Champions League. So I think this is a lot of nonsense. This is a lot of saltiness from, I don't know, Arsene Wenger. Can you just go and do one? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, tomorrow is such an important game. And I think that, in my opinion, I think that this is the lineup that Manchester United will go with. I will share my lineup. I will share my thoughts, and let me know what you think. I think that still we will do an unchanged team. I think we're starting with Andrew Nana. Alta Bayande will not start in goal. I think that we'll still see Lenny Euro as a left-sided centre-back. Maguire in the middle. Maguire, that is the winger, Maguire. Maldini, prime Maldini. But I see also Mazraoui playing as a right-sided centre-back. And Ahmad is back. Ahmad looks like he's never been gone. Ahmad would start as a right wing-back, and his compadre Dogo on the left. In the midfield, I think that we will still go with a double pivot, Casemiro and Ugarte, just to keep it tight. And on top, of course, Garnacho was part of this, press conference, so he will start, and Bruno Fernandes will start as well, and Rasmus Højlund. What do you think? I mean, this is the lineup that I think will happen, or will he put Hariamas instead of Doga? I don't think so. So this is the lineup, the most possible lineup would I see Manchester United go. And on the bench, we have plenty of options to come in. And at the end of the day, we will win this game. We have to win this game, right? I just think that there's no way we can lose this game. The only way we can lose this game if we totally lose our shit tomorrow, right? If the mentality goes completely down. But barring that, the William brothers are not part of the squad, and the main striker is not part of the squad either, I think that this is something that it's written in the stars. The breaking news is that Inaki Williams, Nico Williams, and Oihan Sanchez are not in the Atletico Bilbao's traveling squad to face Manchester United. Guys, make it or break it tomorrow. What you're saying here, Jack the Reacher coming in here. Good chance we were playing 12 SAD. Yeah, we will definitely play the 12 men at Old Trafford tomorrow, and the crowd would definitely be up for it, guys. But guys, this has been the Ruben Amorim Press Conference. More breaking news coming in that we know that this preferred striker target is Victor Osimhen. It is Liam Delap, and he's also Victor Gyökeres. But a new striker has been announced. There was kind of reported yesterday we are looking for a fourth European striker. And this comes in directly from Abdullah Irvan to say the United have added Moises Kean to the shortlist of a new striker, according to Santi JFM. And Santi JFM, for me, he's a very credible journalist. He's been kind of accurate when it comes to, Lenny Euro. He was quite accurate when it came to Ugarte. So when he speaks, we listen 100%. And regarding Bruno Fernandes, I don't see him going anywhere. I think that we will win the Europa League. The question is, who will be opponents? Will it be Spurs or will it be a Bodø Glimt? It's going to be a tough game for Spurs without Madison, without Solanke that are injured, going to play at artificial turf in Norway, northern Norway, cold northern Norway. I mean, 2 goals from Bodø Glimt and they're up for it. They knocked out Lazio last time on penalty, so this could be an interesting scenario. It could be Man United in final versus Bodø Glimt. I'd rather take Bodø Glimt than Spurs because I just simply don't like Spurs. But anyway, I'm not going to jinx it. We do have a game to play tomorrow. We are 3-0 up, but I don't see us losing this. Let me know in the comment section what you think. And playing 12 will be enough, according to Jack Rachel. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to round up the stream. It's been Mick Ruby here, MUFC Realist TV, covering the Ruben Amorim Press Conference. And we should definitely see you for the match tomorrow. This is the big one, people. 2 games left. We win tomorrow. We go into Bilbao in the finals. We win the finals. Champions League, baby. Thank you for watching. Glory, glory, Manchester United.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.
Oh, and my score prediction for tomorrow will be a 2-0 to Manchester United. See us. Bye.